Hey you guys, what's up? Oh my gosh, this is a real vlog. I feel like I haven't done just a regular vlog in so long, and a few people have been asking me to like start them up again, so I was like, might as well vlog while I'm here in New York. So I'm here actually doing a project with Chase Bank, which sounds kind of random if you think about it, but I promise you guys it'll all make sense for really where I am in my life. And I feel like a lot of us are in, you know, our age range of like 25 to 35, you know. We are thinking about home ownership, and we're thinking about like those big girl adulting accomplishments in life. And so yeah, I'm doing a project with them here in New York about that type of stuff this week. We're shooting at like 10 a.m. tomorrow, which is so nice because I always struggle with the time difference from the West Coast and the East Coast. I feel like when I come to New York, it's almost worse than when I go international, because at least internationally, like, you jump so much that your body thinks it's like the past day, instead of it being like, oh, it's 2 o'clock on the West Coast, but then it's 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock on the East Coast, which is not that much of a difference, but it's enough difference to be like, oh, I'm up until 3 o'clock in the morning when I should have been asleep, or 3 or 4 for me, because I usually don't go to sleep till like midnight, 1 o'clock at night. So that's like 3 or 4 in the morning on the East Coast. So usually it kind of jacks me up my first night or couple of nights here. So luckily, with a 10 a.m. call time, even if I went to sleep at like 4 o'clock in the morning, I would still have a nice chunk of sleep time. So anyway, so yeah, so I'm here at the Ludlow. I actually came to this hotel with Fresh the beginning of this month or the end of last month, and I absolutely loved staying here because the bathroom is just so beautiful. I'm kind of sad because I thought I was getting the room that I had last time with like a tub and everything, and I told Simone that I even brought her stuff. Like, I brought her bath stuff, and I told her, I was like, yeah, you can, like, because she's gonna come and hang out with me here in New York on tomorrow night, and so we're gonna be here for like a day and a half, and then we're gonna go to Philly, go to the Roots picnic, and then I'll go back to Portland on Sunday. But today's Wednesday. So but yeah, so I told her, I was like, yeah, like, this bathtub is so bomb, and like, I'm gonna bring you everything so you can have just like the most amazing bath sesh after, you know, you've been traveling and stuff, and there's no tub anywhere in sight. So I was like, dang, I almost am low-key tempted to just upgrade for at least tomorrow, or at least one of the nights, so that she can take a bath, because like, I feel like she needs it, and she's got a lot of stuff going on in her personal life that I know that she could use like that me time self-care moment. So I might just do it just because, but we'll see. But yeah, so I love this hotel though. Even though I don't have a tub, I'm still happy that I am here. So this is the room. I wish I would have vlogged more, or vlogged period, when I was here with Fresh, because you guys would have been able to see like the really bomb room that's like way bigger than this. Am I in focus? Sorry you guys, it's been a minute since I've used my vlog camera, but yeah, so that's the plan for the next few days. I took this past month off from traveling, probably for the first time I've been home for a full month since maybe last year, maybe early last year. So that's like how much I travel. I mean, every month I'm going somewhere or doing something at least once that month. So I told myself I wasn't going to travel for the whole month of May, and today is May, what, 30th or 31st? And so I was like, okay, I'll do this project. It is the last day of May. I'll let it slide, you know? Oh, I'm also, actually, I can't tell y'all about this other thing yet, so I'll just keep my mouth shut. But basically, I'm super excited. I'm gonna be at Essence Fest. Random, but not random. If you watch this vlog like a few months from now, you'll understand. So keep this one saved, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna be at Essence with Maui Moisture, and I'm so excited. We just like finalized everything or whatever, so I will be there with them. I'm so excited because I absolutely love Essence Fest. It's one of my favorite events of the year, and I've been going for 4 years, literally, and it's always a great time. It's so much just culture and just great food and great music and just people from all over, and it's so black, and I love every moment of it. It's just everything. So if you haven't gone to Essence Fest before, you are missing out. I mean, you don't even, I'm gonna tell y'all, the first time I went to Essence Fest, I did not buy any tickets. I stayed in literally a 1-bedroom hotel slash Airbnb slash guest house situation in the French Quarter. It was real random, but I was in college and it was like fun. It was about the experience, and we actually stayed in old slave quarters. So it was like a historic site or whatever, but it was kind of weird being like, dang, like where slaves used to sleep forcefully, we're paying to sleep in now. It's kind of ironic to it in a way, but yeah, so we stayed there, and we were right there in the quarter though, so that was the best part about it, was that we literally could walk everywhere. We did not have to drive anywhere. So if you stay in the quarter, like, that's a huge deal, because everything is so freaking expensive. Sorry, Mark is calling me. I'm gonna have to call him back, y'all. But everything is so expensive for Essence, right? Like, all the hotels shoot up. So if you can stay in like an Airbnb or something like that, then I would totally suggest that. And if you are trying to go, but you gotta like choose where your coin goes, spend it on the flights, stay somewhere, you know, cheaper. And even if you have to catch an Uber in and out of the city and just like stay for the whole day, you can literally find free things to do. Like the convention center is free. That's where all the huge activations and booths are, and you can literally stay there for 2 days. That's what we did. My first time going to Essence was like, we did the convention center all day long because there's tons of free stuff, tons of like panels and like people speaking and like games and like different things going on in there because it's huge. And then at nighttime, we just went out. We would go to a club or a bar on Bourbon, or just literally people watch on Bourbon. So it's, you could definitely find ways to be there that weekend. And honestly, just being there and witnessing like how it is depicted in Girls Trip the movie, that's exactly how Essence Fest is, y'all. I'm not even lying. That is an Essence Fest for real. And when I saw that movie, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so real. Like, this is so true to what Essence Fest is. And I remember watching it and feeling like, I don't think they ever actually say Essence Fest in the movie. I think they keep saying like festival or something, I don't know, but they definitely filmed at Essence because I was there the year they were filming the actual movie, and they were asking people to be extras in the movie or whatever, so like you could go over there. But like, that's the kind of stuff that happens at Essence too. It's like you're a random person and they pull you in to do something. Like, that's what happened to me the first time I went to Essence Fest. I randomly won a Pantene hair competition, y'all. I won $5,000 in like 2013, 14. Like, it was so crazy, and I ended up winning this contest, this competition, which was so random because we went to Essence in July, and then I never heard anything from it. I like did a little casting thing because they were literally pulling people off the floor of the convention center like, hey, you've got great hair, come on. And y'all, this is before I was rocking my curls. Like, this was before I even was on YouTube or anything, and my hair was trash. I'm not gonna lie, it was trash. But I'm like, how did I get chose for this? So I don't know how all that happened. God, obviously. Another one of the situations where I'm like, how did I get that? I had none of the qualifications, none of the credentials, but somehow, some way, I got it. That's God. So we did that. So I did it, and didn't hear nothing back till like 6 months later, and they're like, got randomly a letter in the mail and was like, hey, you're a finalist, send us this information and we'll let you know who wins. And I'm like, wait, what? A finalist for what? What did I? And then I was like, oh yeah, from Essence Fest. Then literally 3 months later, because it was like so weird, they ended up canceling the campaign or something, but since I ended up being a finalist and was like one of the winners, they had to give me the cash value of whatever trip and package they were giving away. So I ended up winning like 5,000 bucks. And I remember I bought my computer that actually let me, oh dang, that's so true. That computer that I bought with that money, which was everything else, I basically, I don't know, got ate up by taxes, and after all that, I really had probably about 3,500, 4,000, not even 4,000 probably, of just cash, because gifting tax is like 35% or something stupid. So anyway, by the time all that went away, I had free money, and then I had my big purchase, which was my MacBook at the time, or my MacBook Pro, and which I think that's why it would probably cost me like $2,000. Anyway, beside the point. My point is that I never realized until this moment that that's how I started editing videos and posting on YouTube, was having that computer. Because I didn't even, my first videos on YouTube weren't even with a camera. Like, it was me filming videos with my webcam, with my camera on the computer. Wow, Pantene, shout out to y'all. I didn't realize this until just now, but I feel like, and this was, y'all, this was when I was like 20, and I was like a sophomore in college. Like, I didn't even start doing YouTube until I was like, what, 21, 22, maybe 21, can't remember, but it's just crazy how things work out. So anyway, Essence is lit. Good morning. So I am wearing the same thing I had on yesterday because this is my travel outfit. So I just got done with my makeup. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I think it came out really pretty. I was trying to stay between like a natural glam type look, which I think I achieved. My hair, you guys, look at it. It's like so defined, and just like, it's not even fully dry yet, but it's pretty. It's like 80% there. This new combo that I'm doing, I am doing a video very, very soon on this new kind of combo of products that I've been using to do my wash and goes lately, because they've just been really flourishing. So yeah, I also forgot to tell you guys that I'm getting my hair cut by Hyatt today. Thank goodness, because I'm in such a need of a trim. And so she's here in New York, and I texted her like, oh my god, can you cut my hair while you're here? And she's like, yes, sure. So I'm gonna go by there later today before dinner and stuff with my girl Bessie Donna and Jess. Hey Gorgeous and Bessie Donna, those are my girls. And so we're gonna have dinner later today too. I figured, I was like, something like this has to be like Black women mastermind behind the scenes, like trying to make sure there's, you know, visibility. And that's what it takes. Yeah, that's what it takes. Yeah.
You're gonna be going straight into the, speaking straight down the barrel of the lens. So I'm just gonna try to. Is that a comfortable height for you as far as the lens is concerned? Okay.
Your own kind of vlogs, introducing yourself. We are, in terms of like, you know, you can say you're here with Chase, and then kind of just get into a little bit about your story and the background a little bit. I think we could start off with that. We want to kind of establish a a little bit of that history for the viewers that might not necessarily be familiar with you. Okay. So I think that's what we kind of wanted.
Okay, so the whole, I guess the whole video is kind of gonna be placed as if it was like a traditional vlog, like me just talking to you.
Yes. Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
That helps me.
Yeah. So it's 100%.
I didn't know if you guys were cutting it up and putting it like with other things, but that makes sense.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. There are it's the main video is we want to keep it as natural as possible, the same type of treatment in terms of like your actual content. Yeah. Straight into the
think corporate video.
Yeah. Don't think corporate video. Very much use your hands. Feel free to feel expressive. You know, make jokes and everything that you do in your regular videos. We want you to bring that for this video.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Scene 2, take 3.
3, 2.
Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Jade, also known as Lipstick and Curls, and I'm super excited because I'm here with Chase today to talk about home buying.
Great. Now we can do the other one. 3, 2.
Hey y'all, what's up? Today is super special because I'm here with Chase and we're talking all about home buying. I just finished up with Chase. I've got some time to like go chill. I'm at a hotel, but can we just talk about my hair? Like what? I got the most perfect wash and go today. Just too much. I'm dying over it. Oh, I love it. So yeah. Gonna go kick it for a little while before I meet up with Haya to get my hair cut. Just doing a little trim, not too much, just to even some of my layers back out since it's grown a bit since the last time I talked to her or saw her. And then I've got dinner with friends later, so yeah. I just got back to my hotel. I've got a little bit of work to do, so I am actually, oh, I just got a text message. Hold up. My Postmates, wait. What's unavailable? Oh no, they don't have my salad. So I've actually got a few things that I have to do. So the first thing that I have to do is snapshot my analytics for a post I did for a brand. So I'm actually going into my Instagram, which Instagram lets you share your Instagram stories to your Facebook stories now, which is so interesting to me in the new update, I guess. And so I'm actually doing my screenshots for this campaign that I did with Simple Skincare. So I am going to screenshot these analytics real fast and send them over to them. Let me see, cancel that. Boom. This is what I have to do anytime I do ads on social, like Instagram stories especially. I have to remember to go back and snapshot the analytics to send back to the brand. That's one of the ways that they are able to assess how well the post did and stuff like that. So I just do that, save. I'm gonna email this to the brand or email it to my management, and then they'll email it to the brand to, you know, file and keep on their end. And so, and I actually really liked this story because I got to be really creative with it. So I made like little graphics and like stuff. I don't know if you guys can see it on there, but I wanted to do something like different and more creative with my Instagram stories. So yeah, I thought that was like such a cute way to show like skincare content. But yeah, so that was there, and I'm gonna send that off to them. I've also got to make some adjustments to another Instagram story that I'm doing for another brand. I do a lot of obviously work with different brands and stuff, and sometimes it can get a little hectic, especially when I've got like multiple campaigns or multiple projects going on at the same time. That's what I'm dealing with right now. Like, I'm getting better at balancing, and that's why having my agency is like so nice, because they'll put on my calendar when things need to be sent in for approval, when things are coming up and need to go live, stuff like that. And also just being able to be another set of eyes on my content before it actually goes for approval through the brand and stuff, and before I post it basically. So I'm actually going to go into an email and find what exactly I need to put in for this other Instagram story that I'm doing. Right now, how many projects do I have going on concurrently? I have like one that I'm creating content for, posting for, and are still live technically right now. I would say 4 or 5 that are like active right now, and then I've got at least 2 that are contracts are going through, and we're negotiating and all that kind of stuff that I haven't signed for yet. So that's usually about my average that I have at one time. And It may seem like a lot to some people, it may seem like not that much to other people. It's a nice balance for me. When I start going above that number, it kind of gets hectic, like on a different level. And I'm always, actually I've got 6 different projects going on. I just saw an email for something else. So yeah, but it's all about, you know, how you manage it and how you make it make sense. You know, I think that one of the things that I really pride myself on is bringing content that feels good and that feels authentic, because before I even sign a contract with anybody, I'm always thinking of, am I naturally gravitated towards this brand, you know? And I know that my content praises a lot of different brands and products, but understand that I get asked to do a lot of different things for a lot of different brands, and there is a specific reason why I work with who I work with. So I'm blessed to be able to do that on multiple fronts with multiple brands, and it feels really good to be able to speak to brands that I believe in all the time, because I've already gone through that phase of feeling like you are, you know, desperate for a brand deal, and then you kind of get your feet wet, and then you've been doing it for a little while, you're starting to get good, and I'm at that point where I feel like I finally got a nice groove to the way I make my content and the way that my vibe is and my voice is and everything that I do, and I'm in a good place with that, because I never want to feel like my content has become to something else, if that makes sense. Like, I always want my stuff to feel like me, and that's why the brands work with me. You know, they want Jade to talk about this, they want Jade to experience this product and share that experience, and that's what I do. I just share my natural experiences with products and brands and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm let me see, I'm looking at this email for this IG story I have to do. And yeah, so whenever I get stuff like this, there's tons of, like, you know, key messaging that they want, which is like, what is the point they want to get across with this content? Then there's, you know, different FTC law things that you have to think about. So the way you disclose or disclose your affiliation with the brand and stuff like that, because y'all, there's a lot of people out here that are doing sponsored content that are not explicitly saying that they're doing sponsored content. You'd be surprised how many times that happens and how much people really don't know about their rights and what is lawful and what is legal and what is not. Just because you signed something doesn't necessarily mean that that contract was fair or legal. But once you sign a legal document, you're locked in. So it's up to you to understand your parameters and what you're okay with and all of that, because people get got out here. They really do. And it's like stuff that, you know, you shouldn't be getting got with, but it's because you don't know. So I'm actually working on something that is going to help you guys know what you should know and know what you shouldn't do and do in situations when you're working with brands, or doing, just even if you're doing it for a side hobby, but especially if you're trying to grow and make this your full time. I'm creating something that's going to be really helpful for you guys, and I'm really excited about. So stay tuned. It'll be a little bit before, we're definitely in like the beginning stages of creating this thing, but I'm really excited about it, and I think it's going to be something really, really helpful for you guys. So I'm actually going to finish this out, this work that I got to do, waiting on my Postmates, and then yeah, I've got a couple hours before I get my haircut, so I'm going to knock this out and then enjoy the rest of my day. Ugh, it is so nasty out. So what does this mean? I'm gonna have to run to Zara and get a different outfit for my meetup tomorrow, because I initially had this jumpsuit which was so cute and I wanted to wear it so bad, but it's definitely not going to work because it is sleeveless. Well, not sleeveless, but like these little sleeves here, and this weather is not not gonna work for that outfit. So I'm gonna save that and I'm gonna run to Zara really fast. Hopefully I can find something that's more weather appropriate. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do this in like 20 minutes, find something in 20 minutes, and so I can make my appointment with Haya on time. I might end up having to push 30 minutes or so just because I know that if I don't go get something to wear right now, I won't have time to before tomorrow. So yeah, let's hope we find something. Vlogged with you before.
No.
Like when we like cut my hair.
I know.
This is so overdue. This is so overdue. So I'm getting my hair cut today.
Hi guys.
So excited. Of course, the only one that's cutting my hair is her. So yeah, I don't know what we're really gonna do. I feel like I just need to like fix this part. Like it's my bangs have definitely grown out.
Today we reshape it.
Yes.
It's like a facelift for your hair.
Yes, that's what we're doing today. A facelift for my hair.
The color still looks good too.
I know, right? I feel like it got lighter when I went to the Philippines. Like that's when it really like
Started to lighten up.
jumped up a lot, and I could tell because I was like, okay, I know I'm getting tan, and that kind of makes it look lighter. But like, I really think the blonde like got lighter.
And that's what usually what it will do too, is like it'll start to lighten up as like the toner kind of fades. It's with sun. I always tell everyone with sun, like the toner fading, it always like will start to lighten up.
Yeah, and I didn't even think about that. And now I'm like, I honestly love the color even more.
Yeah.
Because it's like a little
And it's still a nice tone. Yeah, like it has like a little bit of warmth, but it also has like some ash to it.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like the pieces in the front that had a little bit of red are like faded.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I can't even like tell those pieces anymore.
It's the toner, like the toner I remember that I used was like really, really ashy. So that's why at first it kind of it felt really ashy.
Yeah.
But as it
Which
fades,
I liked it though.
Yeah. But as it fades, it like kind of lightens up. It's weird. I don't know how it does it, but it does.
Yeah, no, it's like his transition. People still ask like, what's the color you have? And I'm like, I know what color it is, but then again, it's like, it's been worn in. So it's kind of like transitioned into something different now. I think it's fall. It feels like the fall out here right now so much. It reminds me of Twilight out here. Like, that's what it reminds me of. It's like all cloudy, just moody. You guys can hear the train, the subway is up there. And I actually have never been here before, and I didn't realize when we decided to come to Saucony's, I think is how you say it, for dinner, that I was gonna literally be where my meetup is at tomorrow. So that's where, at that little carousel right there, is where around it is where we're gonna be hanging out and meeting up. So I'm just hoping that worst case scenario, it's more like this tomorrow with no rain. Like, I'm just hoping that there's no rain tomorrow, because that would really suck. But good thing to know is that there's like a whole indoor area here that worst case scenario, if it does rain, I can just move everybody in there. So I think this was a great spot, because I don't live in New York, I'm not from here, so I didn't know, but this was a great suggestion. I just wish the weather was better, but